Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my channel, The Radical Self-Development. For those who do not know me, my name is Katlego Paulsen Sibanyoni, and I am a public speaker. I want us to start this Monday on a very beautiful note. As I was reading through this other book I just bought now, it made me realize that we get better by repetition and we also get worse by repetition. Have you realized that? It's like a gym. When you go to the gym, you have a goal, a certain type of body that you admire. And as you hit the gym for the first few weeks or months, you don't see anything, and that is where most of the people give up and think it doesn't work. I was talking to one of my friends, and I said to her that I'm going to the gym, and then she was like, I was hitting the gym too, but then I left. I was like, why did you leave? And then she was like, I didn't see any development. So I was like, that thing don't work. Then I asked the question, for how long did you even, hit the gym? She was like, around 2 weeks. And I laughed because you don't see the results in 2 weeks time. It takes time. You need to be consistent. She was not consistent. She was skipping days, and then she wanted the results. So if your muscle, the more you develop it in with consistency each and every single day, and then that's when now it will develop. We get better by repetition, and we also get worse by repetition. Your consistent formula or actions that you take will give you or yield consistent results. I'm telling you, think about it. Think about it. Every single thing that you do inconsistent is going to yield consistent results. There is no way. It's like planting a seed of a mango and expecting a tree of lemons. That's not how it works. Whatever that you do inconsistent each and every single day, that is the results that you are going to get. Someone said to me that a man who practices one kick 100 times is more dangerous than a man who practices 1,000 kicks 100 times, because that guy is gonna kill you with that kick. He has mastered it. He knows how to swing it. He knows when to go down and up. He knows where to hit with that kick. He knows all the dynamics with that kick. So because he's doing it repeatedly, so he's repeating that thing inconsistent. You don't have to skip days. A good example from a book by Jack Canfield, if I'm not mistaken, he was like, if you go, let's assume there is a tree in your backyard, and then you take an axe, go to your backyard each and every day, and you hit the same place. You hit that tree on the same place each and every day 5 times. Just go there on Monday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the same place. And then you stop on Tuesday, the same place, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's going to happen to that tree after a month, after 31 days? I'm telling you, if that tree is big enough, it must fall. Something must happen, because you are hitting the same place, you are consistent with it, and you are doing it each and every single day. There is going to be an impact on that tree, and the result is that tree is going to fall. So I'm trying to show you that whatever that you do inconsistent each and every single day will yield you the very same consistent results. Your life today is the sum total of all the habits that you were applying every single day for the past 5 years. Look at your life today. Just look at it. The sum total of all the decisions and the choices you were taking every single day. You don't take action today, and you are used to that. You are so used to that. You don't take action on the plans that you're setting for yourself, the goals that you're setting for yourself, all the systems that you're setting to yourself, because you are used to procrastination. You have been procrastinating for the past 5 years. Look at how, or look at where your procrastination has put you. You are where you are in life today because of the very same procrastination that you have been allowing and applying for the past 5, 4, or how many years or months that you have been applying that procrastination. You are cognitively redundant because you are not learning or studying anything. Information keeps on changing. The world keeps on changing. The world keeps on evolving. Everything is changing in life. It does not remain the same. In life, it's either you become better or you become worse. You don't stay the same because the world does not stay the same. The information that you had 10 years ago, it's obsolete now. You might find out that it's not even working. It's not even relevant today, because information keeps on updating. It keeps on changing. So you must make it a point in your life that for you to develop cognitively, you must sit down and make it a point that you study any topic that you are interested in, and read books, read this book, read that book, listen to seminars of great speakers. Attend their seminars, listen to their videos, listen to the podcasts that will develop you cognitively. You are incompetent today. You still have the very same skill that you have in the last 10 years, and you might find that it's no longer relevant. That skill in the past 10 years made you competent, but today, because things have changed, you might find that skill makes you incompetent because you're not upgrading that skill. You are not developing another skill, so you are incompetent today because you are not developing any skill, or you are not enhancing that one that worked for you in the last 5 or in the past 10 years. You are broke. Your bank account today, it's at 0. You are always broke. You get paid today. If you're working, you get paid today. In the next 5 days, you don't have anything. I know there's someone like this. I have been there before. Let me just tell you a summary. A short story of how I learned about finances and the mistakes that I've done. And thanks goodness, I woke up very early. When I started working, I was young, straight from varsity, and remember, I'm from a poor background, a disadvantaged background. I don't know anything about money. So my first payment was around something like 60K this week, and then the following week I got 30K. So in total it's 90K in 1 month. There is nothing that I can point today that I got paid this amount of money and this is the good that I've done. Nothing. I just spent it on useless thing, and before you know it, within 2 weeks it was gone. All of it was gone. Why? I didn't know anything about finances. And that continued with consistency for the next 2 years that I've been working, until I was like, no ways, I need to change this. I cannot live like this. You get paid today, in the next 3-5 days you're broke. You must go and now start to borrow money, and when you get paid, your salary is now has parts before it can even come to you. So I was like, no ways, I need to change this. I started learning about finances. I started reading books about finances. I started talking to my friends who knows about finances, that they teach me about finances, and it worked. Today, I don't have that disease anymore of getting paid today. The next 5 days you are broke. You don't even know what you did with your money. At some point, I used to think it's spiritual. It's not spiritual. You are just ill-disciplined. You have poor spending habits. You are broke today because you still have the very same poor spending habits that you had in the past 5 years. That is why you have been working for so long and you can't even see what you're doing with your money. You can't even see any development around you. You're not bewitched. No ways, you're not bewitched. You just have to sit down, take a pen and a paper, start drafting a budget. I used to think that a budget is a system you set for yourself to restrict you from living your life, until I've learned that a budget is a way of telling your money, directing your money on where to go and what to do at what time, not your money telling you what to do or what it wants to do. So if you want to be, you don't want to stay broke, you don't want to make the same financial mistakes that you made in the past 5 years, you need to learn about finances. You need to make it a study. Because finances on its own, I'm telling you, it's a study and it controls the world. If you don't learn about it, I'm telling you, you are going to perish. You live the same way today like the past 5 years because you are still repeating the very same habits and the very same ill disciplines. Nothing is going to change. Like I said the last time, that your life will not get better by chance. Your life will get better by change. You don't need to change anything. You don't need to change the weather, the government. You don't need to change all of those external things. You just need to change yourself and start applying the good habits with consistency each and every single day. You don't just watch one video of motivation and think your life is going to change. Some people do this and it puzzles me, because I believe each and every single one of us knows their purpose in life. That is why when you listen to some videos of motivational speakers, or when you read a book, or when you listen to great speakers, there's something inside of you that moves, that tells you that you need to start waking up. So a lot of people just switch on to watch videos of motivations and they want to act at that time and then it's done. It's not how it works. That's not how it works. You have to repeatedly listen to as many motivational speakers you can listen to. Stay motivated all the time. Unfortunately, you cannot stay motivated all the time. Sometimes you'll feel tired. Sometimes you feel uninspired, but that does not mean you don't have to act. You have to act even when you are not motivated. You have to act even when you are not inspired. You have to act even when you are tired. That is what separates successful people and unsuccessful people. Successful people, they develop the habit of doing what unsuccessful people don't like doing, and that is acting even when the inspiration is not there, acting even when the motivation is not there. So you need to always make sure that those good disciplines and habits that you are trying to develop, they form part of your subconscious. Any field that you are learning, if you are learning about happiness, make sure that you study it and it becomes a part of your subconscious. If you desire wealth, make sure that you make it a study and make sure that it becomes a part of your subconscious. You don't develop a great shape, like I said, by going to the gym once. That is the mistake that we do. We only act when we are motivated. We only act when we are inspired. We only act when we are so energetic and we expect results. That will only bring frustration. You don't just become a better athlete by attending one practice session. You don't become a better chef by just cooking one meal today and you be like, I've mastered this meal. That's not how it works. You don't do it once, twice, or 3 times and expect to be the great at it. No ways. Look at your life today. Like I said, is the sum total of all those habits that you applied every single day in consistency. Your financial status right now. You didn't start the spending habits today and you didn't start them last month. It's something that has been happening for the longest time, and then it put you where it puts you today. So if you want to change your financial status, it means you must apply the good financial habits every single day, because you got worse by doing those ill disciplines every single day. You were consistent with those ill disciplines. So it means now when you develop good habits, you don't just apply them once and stop. No ways. You must apply them every single day. Be consistent. That is how you now become better. You only act when you are inspired and motivated, and then you expect the results. I'm telling you, that is being delusional. You are going to be frustrated. You are going to think that these advices by great men and women, they do not work. You'll start to to entitle things to other people. You'll say there's such and such, maybe success is for such and such people, it's not for me. You'll start becoming cynical. You'll start to blame and not take responsibilities, because you're going to think everything around you is not working, and all these advices that they're giving you is gibberish, because you expect the results now by just acting once, by just going to the gym twice. You want to see, like my good friend, you want to see the development. That's not how it works. Just practical example. I've read about Tiger Woods. The guy did not become such a magnificent golfer by just 1 or 2 practice sessions. There was a time, as I was reading in the Diary of a CEO, a book called The Diary of a CEO, Stephen there is giving just a smaller background of Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods was on top of his game, and he wanted to learn another skill, another golfing skill, and he wanted to develop a new way of hitting the ball. So as he was trying to enhance or develop that skill, he started losing the games. But what's interesting about the story is that as he was developing that skill, he was taking videos of himself, looking at those videos, analyzing those videos each and every single day, each and every practice session, each and every match, even though he was losing, until such time that it catched, until such time that he mastered that skill, because he was practicing he was consistent with his practice session. He was consistent with whatever skill that he was trying to develop, until it made him such a magnificent golfer. Cristiano Ronaldo, Michael B. Jordan, they did not become such great athletes by just one practice session. They kept the professionalism throughout their whole careers when no one else was watching. I was listening to this other video of Cristiano Ronaldo that he makes 400 push-ups a day, 400 sit-ups a day, and 400 squats a day. No one was watching. When no one was watching, he was so disciplined that he spoke to himself. He motivated himself. I can tell you now, not all the days where he was giving himself those 400 push-ups that he was motivated and inspired. At some point, I am sure, the mind tried to negotiate with him. The emotions tried to reason with him, but he understood that for him to become better, he need to be consistent with whatever that he was doing. Denzel Washington, he didn't become such a great actor, by mistake. It was not spontaneous. He was consistent with his practice. You must read about all these people that I'm telling you about. I read about their backgrounds. And I'm telling you, all of these great men have something in common. They were consistent with their actions. They repeated the good habits, and they repeated the disciplines. So I want to ask you this question now. What is your current repeated actions costing you now? And what is it going to cost you in the next 5 years? Everything that you are repeating now, is it working for you or is it working against you? Whatever that you are repeating right now, how is it going to affect you in the next 5 years? Let's talk about your financial disciplines or your financial habits. What are they costing you now? What are they going to cost you in the coming 5 years? What have they costed you in the previous 5 years? And is what you are repeating now daily with consistency taking you closer to your goals, or is it helping you to cross the bridge between you and your goals? Is it drifting you away or apart from your goals and dreams? Is it helping you, or is it causing you to drift and move further away from your goals? What are your actions? What are your actions costing you right now? Make sure that every single thing that you repeat each and every day moves you closer to your goals. Make sure that it helps you, achieve your dreams. Make sure that every single thing that you do is inconsistent with your goals. You cannot afford any delay anymore. You have delayed. It's enough now. You have delayed is enough right now. What you need to do is just to sit down and realize and realize all these habits, and realize all these mental negotiations, this emotional reasoning that makes you to procrastinate, that makes you to drift away from your goals, and change yourself. You want to get better and be successful? Well, this is what you do. You have to repeat the disciplines even when the results are not visible. The results are not going to be visible after 1 year, after 1 month. You are not going to see the results. Sometimes it takes time, the structure that you build each and every single day. You need to practice that skill with consistency. You don't have to practice for 1 day or 2 days or 2 months, and then now you're so ambitious and you are expecting results at that time, and then as the results they don't come, you start to become disappointed and you think it's not gonna work. It is in progress. It's going to work. You just have to be patient and be consistent with whatever that you need that you do. You wish to develop any skill, your cognitivism, sit down. You must read every single day. You must watch podcasts that develop you mentally as a person. You must listen to great speakers. I'm telling you, that is the only way. That is the only way in which you can learn, because you can never live long enough to learn it by yourself. You need to learn from other people who have done it before. Any other skill that you wish to develop, someone has done it. Someone has done it before. What you need to do is just go to the internet and search them. Study their daily lives, study their daily routines, study how they laugh, study how they walk. You never know. Maybe it's in the walk. Maybe it's in the laugh. You never know. You just have to sit down and study the pattern and apply it. And once you start applying it, make sure that you are consistent, with the pattern. You need to consistently learn about finances if you wish to be financially free and you don't wish to be broke anymore. Like I gave you an example. You need to consistently study about success if you wish to be successful. You don't just wake up, go through the day with your fingers crossed and hope they will straighten up. You don't just wake up and pray and hope and wish to become successful. You study success. Make it part of your study. That is how you are going to become successful. Don't leave it to chance. Make it a study. Be aware of your habits. They are the ones that determines your destiny. A lot of people undermine this. Our habits are the decider of our destinies. They decide where you are going to go in the next 5 years, where you are going to be, who you are going to become in the next 5 years. Like they've decided where you will end up today. Check your habits for the past 5 years. Check them. You are where you are because of them. You are who you are because of your habits. And lastly, you master what you repeat. Everything that you repeat, you master. And in closing, I want to tell you this. This is accumulated disaster, or I call it the mistake colossal. You could, you should, but you won't. Or you could, you should, but you don't. You know what is it that you have to do. You know what is it that you want. You know your heart desires. The information is there. Every other resource that you need is there. You just have to do it. You just have to go and get it. There's a skill that you want to develop. Do you want to be financially free? You don't want to be broke anymore? No problem. You could. It's possible. And you should. You know you should, but you don't. But you want. There is a certain type of a body that you want to develop muscles. You know you must go to the gym. You could go to the gym. Gyms are there in your area. You should go to the gym because you want to develop this great muscles, this great body that you want, but you don't, but you want. And that is neglect. I'm telling you, in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, you're going to be in the same place. Your life will be in the same place, and is going to become worse because you are neglecting. Hopefully you have a very beautiful Monday, and hopefully this video was helpful. Please make sure that if you haven't yet subscribed, if you haven't yet told your friends about this channel, make sure that you share with them, you share with anyone that you think this content here might be helpful to them. And I hope it is helpful to you. You are learning a lot. Thank you so much.